What's up, guys? This was a highly requested video, and that is breaking down my black belt debut match against Francisco Lowe. Let's get after it. A couple disclaimers here, and first off, let me say this. He beat me fair and square. He'd beat me on a good day. He'd beat me on my best day. He's better than me at jiu-jitsu. He's been a black belt for a long time. Kudos to him. Great match. Much love, brother. The day before the match, unfortunately, I had this. I've shown this in another video. Let's see if we can get this camera to focus up on my fingers here. So the middle finger on my right hand is a lot worse and a lot fatter than the middle finger on the other hand. And that is because I tore this ligament in my finger the day before the fight. Now, I don't really think that would have changed the outcome, but there's quite a few times here where I just let go of grips with my right hand because usually I play right hand dominant, and unfortunately, I need these fingies to help me grip. So I couldn't hold grips very well, which is super unfortunate, but nevertheless, I actually learned some stuff from this match. So hopefully I can help you guys out and show you some stuff that I learned from my great loss. So let's watch. I'm gonna keep scrolling through this, speeding it up, slowing it down on the parts that I think are, important or not important. So match starts here, we slap bump, I'm here in white, he makes grips and he pulls guard the De La Riva. All right, so already I'm gonna make a little video on this because all these Brazilians keep doing this to me and it's really annoying. You guys thought that I wouldn't notice, huh? The Brazilian dick kick, all right? So I'm gonna make a video on this. What it is they make very strong upper body connected grips and they go behind the knee and then they almost hook their foot in their toes, like pinching your dick. Basically what's happening here is he goes to De La Riva, he has one foot on my far hip, and then he has one foot hooking under my leg. He has a collar grip with his left hand, then he has a sleeve grip with his right. And because his De La Riva hook is like all the way around my knee, like up towards my groin, all he does is kick on his own toes. And then even though he really, to me, didn't have like a super good upper body pull on me, it just felt like my lower body just got fully elevated. And then we go, and he gets me over. And here we are. Now I'm in bottom mount. I looked to trap and roll, and he moved, so I elbow escaped. And now we're here fighting. I have my hand over the back on this belt because I like to do that little knee shield push off to reset the position. But he's doing a real good job keeping his knee up high in this knee slice position. So again, look, I use the belt, and I'm really trying to use the belt and that knee shield to force and get myself to a comfortable position so that I have time to think and slow the pace down. Because he pulled guard and balloon swept me in like 3.5 seconds with the Brazilian dick kick. Again, I'm gonna make a little video on how to do this because I've been doing it to everyone since he did it to me. So shout out to learning and improving, right? So here I have a De La Riva pant grip, and I bring my foot onto the shoulder. Again, I have my right hand and my left foot almost connected here, trying to do very good guard retention so that I can think about what guard I want to go to. I off balance tilt him almost to a triangle, which was my goal there. And now there's a good example of it. I reached with my right hand and he broke it instantly. I go to De La Riva and I try to spin under for the Berimbolo, but he hooked my leg really tight. So he ends up in this really heavy leg drag here. And now I'm doing this dumb, like almost butterfly hook on the leg here on his shin. And my hand's over the back on his belt trying to almost force the position. Almost trying to elevate his knee off the mat, and I want to shrimp away from him and then get my secondary leg in. That's usually what you use this for. Or fully turn away from him and try to invert him like a knee bar or something, but that's just no way is that happening here. So he's real deep on this, like basically arm around the neck position, arm around my back. I push my own arm over into side control, and I do this a lot to people, especially lower belts, where I push their arm between my legs and then I get my shin inside, and then I usually use that to wrestle up, but for some reason I was being really lazy here. Again, I'm trapping his arm and I'm playing with his lapel here, and then look at this. This pisses me off a lot. I'm playing with the lapel and then the ref pulls the lapel away. I wanted to put my foot in the lapel to force this side control escape. So mentally I was like, oh man, come on, brother. But I start messing with the lapel again. I'm going from elbow in the neck to pulling out the lapel. He kind of comes up to knee on belly, so I kind of shoot for this underhook and he drops backwards. Such a good base, man. What a great competitor he is. He was very gentle with me, which I liked. So again, he just has this heavy side control pressure. I'm gonna start fast forwarding this part now because now I think this is where it starts being a little slow. Maybe not. Anyways, he's doing a great job blocking my hip this entire time. Every time he pops up to whether it's like knee on belly or whatever, he's doing a really good job using his arms to block my hip. His hand is posting on my hip. He's ready that if I explode, because I'm bigger than he is, if I explode up, he's ready. He's in an athletic position. He's on his toes. He's putting on a seminar here. I was about to go for a harpoon sweep, but then he like tucked his head right here. I reached over the back and grabbed his belt, and I was trying to tuck his bicep in and grab over the back. But now I just pulled the lapel fully out, and this is what I wanted to do earlier if the ref hadn't pulled the lapel away. This is why I was bringing it close to his head. So I pull the lapel out, I get my foot in the lapel, and I start using the leg pressing muscles in my body to start extending and stomping upwards as high as I can. And I'm trying to sneak my secondary foot in because one foot's not enough. He's really burying his head on my chest. Like, look at him, he's fully tripoded up, hips in the air, head buried in my chest. I got this good leg press, and then I spin out and I look for a triangle again, and he's able to just back out. Again, I'm reaching with my right hand collar grip. I bet you're wondering how I swept him there. I didn't. He sat back to guard. I don't know why he did. He just chose to. We start sitting up here, and he's basically in single leg X, except one foot again is in my groin area. Again, the Brazilian dick kick, it's very effective. And he's got my foot up on his shoulder here. I start messing with my belt a little, trying to pull it out of the way, and keep pushing on his foot. And man, I really can't get his foot off my groin. And look at that, 2 sweeps, 2 times. He had both of his feet, one in front of my body in the groin, and then one from the outside of the body coming to the inside around the De La Riva, stomping on my groin. And he was able to just kick, stand right up. Again, I don't know how much weight over this guy. He came up to fight me and just absolutely destroyed me. So, as I said, I'm gonna make a video on the Brazilian dick kick, but it's really cool seeing, you know, people can get their feet right in your center of mass and with some upper body grips, and now all they have to do is use their leg pressing muscles, and they're perfectly moving your center of mass right under your hips, right where the groin is. So it's very awesome to see. We end up here in side control again. I believe this ends up being basically the rest of the match. Yeah, it goes from 9:36 here down at the bottom. I think the entire rest of the time is me trying to escape and him slowly applying pressure. I keep trying to get out by either turning into him or turning away. He gets into this like quarter mount position, and I shrimp him back, and then here's going to be the next point of actual action rather than just like really poor shrimps and wrestle ups and ghost escape. So right here, he starts catching my arm in this like Kimura type position, and now he does a really good job of reaching back, picking up my secondary arm here, lifting it up, and now he laces the triangle choke underneath. I thought I was being really smart here because I know that his goal is to pull my elbow across. So I grabbed my own pant leg and actually kind of like punched it, like I made a fist and I like punched my own pants right here so that he can't pull my elbow closer to my throat to finish the triangle choke. Honestly, I was just kind of delaying the inevitable. But he has that key lock, that Kimura grip. This was basically Kimura to triangle from side control. Super common, like well-known position. I try kind of like bridging to my stomach here, and he just caught my leg. He kind of comes up to side control, and then he falls back down again. Again, I'm aware that he needs to pull my arm across to finish. I keep grabbing my pant leg, but it's my right hand, the one that has the injured fingies. So I was kind of just chilling here, waiting for him to pull that across. Like, I didn't really have any plan of escape. And then he catches my elbow finally, and he starts pulling it. But I kind of shimmied into a weird spot, and he ends up arm crushing me. He pulls it up onto his shoulder there, crushes the arm. So that's basically what happened in my very first match. It was a good match, good guy, very respectful. He didn't rip any submissions, didn't rip any sweeps, and he probably could have, honestly. I've seen some clips of him doing flying arm bars on people, and so we give a little hug and kiss at the end, and that's it for that first match. So the couple takeaways that I had from that was, one, don't let people settle in side control, and two, that little, like, I'm not kidding, that little dick kick. I always used to think that balloon sweeps were very ineffective, or they only worked on people that were lower rank because they would like lean over you. But man, I was in almost like a full squat, and the way that he got his toes and his feet underneath my groin to elevate me to hit that sweep really was something else. And ever since then, I've used a couple of different variations of that, from De La Riva to like wrestling up, to regular balloon sweeps, to single leg X, to like outside single leg X, to putting the foot on the shoulder and just kind of like stomping on the groin and the stomach to get up. And I've taken a lot away from that, and this happened a couple months ago, that match. So it's really awesome to go out and compete. It was good fun, and you know, you win some, you lose some. It is what it is. I'm not making any excuses again with my finger. I bet if I was healthy, he would have kicked my ass, just in a different way. But great fight, brother. Thanks for the learning experience. Until next time, guys. Let's get it.